Hi everyone, welcome to the first new moon oracle forecast here at Live the Magic. I've been feeling a real pull and call from the goddess who I work with to offer these readings now. With everything that's going on, all the chaos that's happening in the world, it feels like we really need some supportive messages at this time. So all of you who've come across this video, whether you're finding it live or whether you're joining this at a later point, these messages are for you. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. My intention for this reading is to give us all some support, some guidance and some light as we navigate so much of the shifting times that we're in at the moment with the current situation here in the UK. So I've called in the angels, the archangels, my guides and deities, and you may wish to call in yours as well. Trust and honour your intuition as you receive these messages as to how they relate to your life personally. And I'll be back in a couple of weeks for another live reading around the full moon. So this is our new moon energy forecast for the next couple of weeks. And I'm actually working with 2 decks this week. So I have the Moonology Oracle deck by Yasmin Boulard, and I also have the Lunar Nomad Oracle, which is one of my favourite decks to work with as well. So we're just going to be journeying with these tonight, and I'm just going to pull them intuitively. I'm not doing it in any kind of pattern, and just see what arises. So if any of you are here with me live, just give me a little shout. I don't think any of you have popped up just yet, but I'm just giving the cards a good shuffle and just see what comes out for us. And it's so good to be back online sharing these videos. Hello Vicky, thank you for joining me. I can see you. Okay, let's see what wants to come out. I think I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck, just see what wishes to arise. I've already shuffled these decks several times before coming online. Okay, so let's see what these messages are. New moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. And what I'm really feeling here, there's a lot of root chakra energy. So there's a lot of root chakra activation going on at the moment. You know, if we think about what's happening in the current climate, everything that's changing, is our real foundations and structures are being shaken. But what this card is indicating is that Archer energies, we're getting clarity on what's important to us. We're getting clarity and direction on how do we want to be and how do we want to take ourselves forward. How do we want to move through this situation? And luck is on our side. We are being supported and guided. For me, Sagittarius is always a very active energy. It's very adventurous. It's good at seeing the bigger picture and also for looking and thinking outside the box. So this is really calling on that creative energy of working with it, creating a new foundation, building a new foundation from within that's going to support us through the coming weeks and months as we navigate these new changes. So yeah, lots of red in that energy, and it's a new moon. We are in a current new moon at the moment, although the new moon's in Aries, but we have this new beginning, this new energy, this kind of spark of life coming through as well. So this is a really the energy that's coming through is a really opportunistic time. There is a lot of opportunity for new growth, for new life, and remembering that we have support, we have community, we have each other, we do have inner resources that we can draw on at this time as well. So that's the first card in the reading. Let's see what else has come up for us. This is funny. What did I just say? New moon in Aries, of course, perfect. Time to take action, and this is the Ram energy. So this is the current energy that we're actually in, and obviously we are being called to take action, but this is about taking action from within. For a lot of us, especially with everything that's happening at the moment, we can't physically get out and maybe make or do some of the plans that we were necessarily going to do out there externally, but how can we take action within? We could create a really good plan, a really heart-centered plan of how we want to move forward over the coming months. We could look at things, projects, or perhaps plans that we may have put to one side for a later point that we may be wanting to review, to start to take action on some of those things. It feels like taking action from a different place now. We're taking action from a more heart-centered space. We've got more space available to us, more time available to us, where we can really consider, well, what is it that I want to do with this space? How do I want to create from this space? And again, thinking about the first card and that creative energy, there's a lot of that fiery colour, this red, feels like the lower chakras, our creative centres, our life force energy. How do we want to move with that? How do we want to build from those places within us, using our life force and driving our intentions forward? How do we want to work with that and weave with that over the coming weeks? Because we do have this fresh new opportunity or a blank slate for creating new things that perhaps we didn't have the opportunity to do before. Even with everything that's going on, we are given a chance to renew things. This is the energy that it feels like on the other side of this is a renewal, a rebirth. And at the moment, we're kind of in the tunnel, moving forward. So we need that light, we need that direction and that sense of purpose. And where am I moving towards? So there's that active energy that's coming through as well. Perfect. And let's see the last thing. Fixed moon, hold your vision. And this is this is the energy that we're in at the moment, is we're kind of like being paused in a way. We're kind of being like held. Hold the vision of where you see yourself in the future. Hold the vision of your dreams. Do not let them external circumstances get in too far, that we lose touch with our deeper selves, that we lose touch with where we're heading. We can still build on things from within. We can still work on projects and ideas, make plans, create and dream from this place, even if we are in the pause, even if we are being held, it feels, at this moment of, wait, it's not quite time yet. Even though we're wanting to take action, we've got to take action internally first, setting our inner foundation first before we take action externally in the outer world. Perfect messages. Okay, so I'm going to work now with the Lunar Nomad Oracle. And I'm feeling, again, 3 cards from this deck as well. Yeah, do you know what? This is such a clear energy coming through. There's so much happening at the moment, but there is so much light underneath all this. And that's really been shown to me over the last few days. And if we look at how communities are gathering together and we're supporting each other, new ideas, solutions are being found for things, and so much change is happening. It's okay to feel all the shaky feelings and go through the processes of loss and shifting. You know, that's part of this journey. That's part of the process that we need to honour as well. Just as in the lunar cycle, we have to honour all parts of it, the fullness, the celebration, the expansion, and also the void space, the dark moon, that kind of shadow work, walking through the underworld when we don't quite know what's ahead of us. Okay, one more card. There we go. Let's see what we have. It's so nice to see lots of you here. Sending you lots of love here from the Isle of Avalon, where I am at the moment. Okay, let's see the first card. Aura. The aura comes up. So this is very much about our energy, and connecting with our energy space and clearing our energy regularly, because there's so much fear and so much uncertainty in the collective that for a lot of us, this is really affecting our energetic space. And our aura isn't just about our connected to our bodies. This is about how we are interacting with our environment. So it feels about keeping this space around us very high vibrational, taking care of our of our physical being, of our physical vessel, but also our mental, our spiritual, our emotional bodies, the parts that make up our aura, our energetic makeup. Because this is how we are influencing our own environment and connecting with our own environment. So making sure that we're keeping our auras nice and clear, that we're allowing space for thoughts and feelings and emotions to be moved through, to be processed, so that we're not holding on to stuck energy. Making sure that we can, when we can get out into nature, to ground, to release, to clear, to use water, to use the elements, to shed, to release. Work with these things, work with these natural tools. You know, I work a lot with I like to burn sage or different herbs. You can find your, even like herbs that you've got in your kitchen, you can use them, create your own incense and clear yourself, create beauty around you. You know, and I think about the aura, I also think about our energetic space around us. Like if we are, for a lot of us, now in the house a lot of the time, how can we create a space that feels beautiful, it feels inviting and supportive? Because our environment impacts us just as we impact our environment. So this is really thinking about how do we create the internal world, our internal vibrationary world, keeping our energy nice and clear, but also keeping our space around us, our energetic space, very clear as well. This is a great time for decluttering, getting rid of excess stuff that perhaps we've accumulated, or to clean, to physically clean, do those kind of odd job tasks where you can as well, if that's what feels good to you. Because when we do these things, there's obviously like the physical act of doing it, but there's an energetic thing that goes on as well. It's a very energetic clearing process to release, to shed, to clear. And it also invites more space. When we create more space, the universe is like a vacuum. It's going to bring more to us as well. So the aura is one of the messages for this new moon. What are we creating around us? There's so many, and this feels very balancing. If we look at the colours here, this feels very balancing with those upper chakra colours as well. So it feels like moving through, once we kind of set our foundation, we can start to work with the upper chakras, the heart space, clearing the mind, working with our vision, our grander vision, our universal wisdom as well, really tuning into that. The tree comes up. Now, whenever I see the tree, I also think about the interconnection, remembering that we are part of an ecosystem, we are part of a collective. So everything that we're feeling, we're experiencing, that we're going through, there's lots of us who are in the same position or feeling the same things. We're all human. We're all often, and at the moment, we are in a very collective, shared experience. So reach out and connect. Remember that the tree has roots that go really deep into the ground, and they communicate. Trees actually communicate across whole forests. They have their own language, their own way of communicating. And we can still do this. We still have the beauty of, the internet, of reaching out to loved ones, even when we can't physically connect with people. We can reach out our branches, and also thinking about our foundations, our families, those things that are truly important to us. This is really a call back to grounding that, really connecting in with that. What is it that I need? What are my inner foundations? What is it that my day-to-day routine requires in order for me to feel safe and well and healthy? How do we build those things in, working again from this foundationary space? But remember that every action that we take also impacts the collective. So the more lightness, the more energy we can hold, and the clearer we can be in ourselves, the more we can offer support and help and guidance for the people. And also remembering that as part of a collective, our actions spread, spread towards the others as well. So that really thinking and remembering that we are part of a community, part of a society, and what's our part, what can we do, thinking about, supporting ourselves, but also supporting each other, what's best for the collective. If we look out into nature, nature has such a perfect balance of wisdom. Every part of nature is used to support another part of nature, and it's the same thing, remembering that what we do has an impact on others, and how can we be more conscious of that and work with that. So the tree comes up, and get out into nature when we can, even if it's just to garden or connect with earth, bring nature in. This is something else. Working with earth is a great thing to do around a new moon, because it really helps to ground us and connect us back with our roots, with our physical bodies, and really helps again to clear that aura space as well. Okay, last card then, the dog. So for this one, I always see this as being like the loyal companion. So I know, again, for a lot of us, especially if we are living at the moment, perhaps with our families in a home, or whether we're connected with our communities or our friends via social media or phone calls, thinking about our companions. Who's in this? Who is our support network? How can we support each other? How can we connect? Where's our loyalty? Dogs are very loyal, they're very supportive, very unconditionally loving. How can we be that for ourselves, and how can we be that for each other as well? Because the dog really offers us this energy of support and love and companionship. This is the message that's coming through. It's about how do we hold a collective companionship through this? How do we become supportive of each other? How do we show each other solidarity and that unconditional love and support throughout the shifting tides? So that's the dog who comes in as well. Okay. So any other messages that wish to come through around these? I think the main message that's really kind of the overarching theme of all of this is that everything that we're currently going through is all part of a process. Remembering that we are part of the whole, that we're not in this alone or separated, and that sometimes being called within, called to pause, is actually an opportunity for a fresh new beginning, a fresh new start. And that's really what this Aries moon is inviting us into. It's almost like a reset point. The Aries is the start of the astrological lunar year, so we really have a time of really visioning into the future. What is the new that I'm wanting to create beyond the current situation, beyond where I am right now, into the future? Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. My lovelies, thank you so much for joining me, being here live. It's such a privilege to be able to come online and be able to serve and share with you in this way. So last night I did my first online moon ceremony in my lunar group, so you can join. That's actually on record, so you can, if you wish to join that, just drop me a DM and I'll send you a link to the group. I'll be doing a full moon one in a couple of weeks' time live in there as well. That's all on donation basis. And I'm also just launched this evening my Introduction to Lunar Magic monthly course, which is really exciting. That's going a little bit deeper into the moon cycle, how to work with it in your own way, rituals, ceremonies, ideas of how to weave this and work with this beautiful energy that we have throughout your own life, and through infused through the things that you're doing in your day-to-day world. So if you wish to join me for that, again, drop me a DM and I'll send you some information. We have just started that journey and the video is up in there, and all the resources are in there for you. So you're welcome to join us at this point. It'd be great to have some more of you in there with me. And for now, just sending you lots and lots of love until the next full moon in a couple of weeks' time, when I'll be back offering some more lunar messages. And I'll also be online offering at the moment my in-person, my online one-to-one personal services, my online readings and my coaching support are also available for a very short period of time. So if you do wish to reach out to me, again, feel free to drop me a message, contact me through the page or through my personal page at any time. I'm here to serve. I'm sending you so much love and light, and hold my hearts.